Guess who's back? Back again. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
Angie!
Are you ready for some glamour? That's right, I've been ordering from the Crystal Smyth. So if you've been watching my channel, I love the Crystal Smyth. I've done a couple rounds of Crystal Smyth mystery boxes. I ordered a couple pieces from the Sunken Treasures collection. I ordered some circlets from the Chamber of Circlets sale. That was alive. I am creating a Crystal Smyth playlist, so if you want to see all of my fabulous jewelry. But today we have something very special. We are going to talk about a custom order from the Crystal Smyth. So if you're excited to find out all about how to order custom jewelry, what the process looks like, and how the whole thing went, how is the customer service, how is the product, then stick around because we're getting into it right now.
I tell myself I don't want that, what glitters ain't gold. I tell myself I don't need it, cause I'm fine on my own. But I hate being on the outside looking through a window. I say I don't want it, but I'm so full of it. I wanna be the life of the party, I wanna dance with somebody, be
All right, yes, we are here to talk about a custom order from the Crystal Smyth. So, like I said, I'm going to create a playlist, so if you want to see all of my previous Crystal Smyth content, videos, and lives, I've done a couple rounds of the mystery boxes and got some fantastic things. I've done a couple things from different collections, but this is the first time that I actually worked with him to design pieces of jewelry. Notice I said pieces that are custom designed for me. I am super excited to tell you all about the whole process and to show you the final product. Now, before we get started, I want to do the usual disclaimer. So you should know that I have been chatting with Michael Charles. He is the Crystal Smyth. We chat back and forth a little bit on Instagram, and he has been very lovely to work with. Now, on Instagram, we do have what is called an ad partnership. I don't really know what that means. I don't get paid for those ads, but it's something on Instagram where it means that he can link up, we can collaborate on a piece of content, and he has used some of my previous videos for ads for the mystery boxes or for the Chamber of Circlets sale. So we have a formal connection that's called an ad relationship. I'm not getting paid for those ads. If you see me in an ad talking about the Crystal Smyth, I approve that content, but I do not get paid for that content. Except that I kind of maybe do a little bit, because Michael has been very lovely, and in a couple of my orders, he's thrown in a couple of freebies for me. So he did give me a free circlet during the Chamber of Circlets sale, and with this order that we're talking about, he did throw in 2 free rings, and he threw in a free brooch with a previous order. He's been very lovely to me. I do really appreciate all of that, and so that's the disclaimer. We don't have any sort of like official formal partnership. This is not a sponsored video. This is not an ad video unless it gets turned into an ad video later as part of this Instagram thing, but I'm not getting paid for the ads, so that's all of it. I know people like all of the transparency. I just want you to know that I love this stuff. I did pay for this set myself. I got a couple free rings in there, but I did pay for the set, and we're going to talk about how much I paid, and we're going to talk about when I paid, and all of that different kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start at the beginning. Now, in the last set of mystery boxes, if you want to see me unbox them and see all the goodies that I got, I'll link that video right here. I got a brooch. This brooch. Now, one of the things that I like about the Crystal Smyth jewelry is that he makes it so that brooches like this can also be added on and used as a pendant on a necklace. So in the mystery box video, I also showed off this big chunky pendant that I bought to use with a necklace. So since I had this brooch, this is beautiful. I would wear this as a brooch. I also was like, you know, with the right wig, I could use this as a hair clip. I could pin it in. That would be really beautiful. But I thought, since I've got this brooch, why don't I order a necklace where I can switch out the pendant and use this as well? So this kind of guided my choices. I didn't have any big pieces, any of the necklaces that had silver mirror. And so this had Peridot AB stones. And I thought that's a good place to start. Now I also had one of the circlets. This circlet is also one of the items that I got in the mystery boxes, and I love this so much that's why I went ahead and placed an order through the Chamber of Circlets sale. This stone is called Violet AB. So when I was thinking about it, I thought I'm going to order with 2 different stone colors. I'm going to make sure that it matches this, and it also matches the Peridot AB of this brooch. So this was my initial inspiration. So to get started, I just messaged him on Instagram and I said, I'm thinking about doing a custom piece. I was like, how do we get started? And he's like, actually this. So we just started talking in Instagram and he had a lot of questions for me. He was asking me all kinds of questions just to see what was I looking for. So we were talking about like, what kind of pieces do you want? So you want a necklace? Do you want earrings with it? Do you want rings? Do you want bracelets? What kind of pieces do you want? Are there any specific stones that you're looking at? So I told him the Violet AB and the Peridot AB. I said I wanted the main stones to be Peridot AB with some Violet AB, stones to kind of accent it. Are there any motifs that you like? And I said, I like stars. I have a lot of things that have stars on them. And so, that's kind of a motif that I like, or floral, things like that. And then he was like, what's the general kind of vibe? And so he said, if you want to look on my gallery, see if there's any pieces that like call out to you that you're like, that size is about what I'm looking for. Because some of the pieces are a little bit more petite. Couldn't be me. And some of them are a little bit more expansive, a little bit bigger. And so he's like, go ahead and look around and see if there's anything. Send me some pictures, and then I'll start kind of looking and thinking about what I want to do, how we'd want to put it together for you. So we have this discussion, and then he comes up with the price. And he said, okay, based on this piece that you show me, like the size of that, if we're going to go kind of a similar size to that, then it's going to be about this much. And I don't remember exactly how much it was. I looked through the messages. We had a lot of messages. We've had a lot of chats, but I think it was around $400 for a necklace and an earring set. It was $400, $450, somewhere around there. And so he said, is this what you want? This is what you're kind of looking at. And I said, yeah, that sounds good. So he said, okay, let me create a link for you, and then you can pay using all of the regular payment methods that I use on my website. So I like PayPal. I used PayPal. That's what I stick with. But if there's another form of payment that he takes, you can do that. But what he does is he creates like a custom page on his website. And so I went to it, and it was very fancy because it was like Janessa's custom order. And so it's customized to me, and I could just go, it's got the price on there already. You pay half down. And so I paid the first half, and then he's like, great. And he gave me kind of a rough timeline. He's like, with the way things are going, this is when I think I can have some sketches and some things done for you. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to go get working on this, and then I'll be in contact when I have some sketches.
You and me, just a walk in the park where the world fades, and we're leaving our marks. They try to hold me down.
So then a little bit later, I'm going to check the dates in the messages. I don't have them right now. I know she's not prepared. She didn't come to set prepared, but it wasn't too much longer later, a couple of weeks. And then he comes back and he says, okay, I've got some drawings for you. Let's talk about them. And so he sends me some of these CAD drawings, and he had done this piece because what I had said is I was like, I like stars. And at one point he messaged me and he's like, do you mind if the stars are upside down? And I'm like, summon the Dark Lord. I was like, I don't care. Stars can be upside down. He's like, good. That makes my life so much easier. So he showed me one where you could wear it with just the star in the middle and just wear the necklace. But he was like, I also put these little like dripping little navettes underneath. They are all removable. So you can wear it with the navettes. You can wear it by itself, or you can attach the brooch that you got in the mystery box. And so we were looking at it, and then I was like, can we change? Because I think he had the green for the star in the center, and then he had the Violet AB for the little drops. And I was like, what if the little drops were also the Peridot AB? Because I want all of it to be green. I want it to be like this centerpiece. And he's like, that's fine. And so he did a quick little mock-up, and then he sent me that. And so we looked at a couple different changes. We were going through, and it was really easy to do. And he was really quick to like mock up something and like send it off. He's like, does that look like what you're looking for? And I'm like, yeah, I think that looks great. And he's like, good. I can get started on that. And he gave me a little bit more of kind of a timeline of this is how long it might take for the work to come through. So I am a big old drag queen. So that means, of course, I love drama. So I had a little bit of a crisis. So later that night, after we talked about it, I messaged him and I was like, you know what? Whenever I look at that circlet, when I looked at the stones online, like Violet AB looks very purple. It does not look purple in the circlet. There's little flashes of purple, but it looks very yellow. Like it had a lot of yellow. And so I said, I've got this specific dress that I want to wear this with, and it's very like mint green with silver. I don't know that the yellow that's in there is going to look good, especially since we're using the same shape of stone. Because some of the other times where it looked more purple, it was in like round stones. So I was like, maybe I should do Vitriol Light. And he's like, well, maybe. He's like, Vitriol Light is a really like impactful stone, so using that as an accent might take away from the green. And so we kind of went back and forth, and he was very good about talking me through my little crisis and was explaining, okay, this is like, I don't think that this is going to pair very well. If you wanted to do all vitriol, we could do all vitriol. That would be one thing. And I was like, well, no, I want the green because I want it to match the brooch and I want it to match this dress. And I sent him a picture of the dress, and he's like, okay, looking at that, yeah, I don't think that this is going to be the best option. What about this? And he like started just taking videos on his phone, putting stones next to each other of like different colors. And so he sent me, and I was like, I don't know about that. And so I had suggested a couple of stones. And then because he's worked with these stones and he's seen them together, he actually was like, actually, I've got a stone to recommend to you. It's this stone called Moonlight. And then he sent me a picture of the Moonlight stone. And then he sent me a couple of pieces of finished jewelry. One had the Moonlight stone, but it was in rose gold. And so he's like, oh, let me do a quick Photoshop on that. And he actually turned the rose gold into silver since I was ordering it in silver. And so it was such an easy process. It was so collaborative, and he was so good about like talking me through things and like using his expertise to say, you know, that would be a beautiful stone. I don't know that it's going to match well with this. I don't know that this combination would look good with that dress. It was always like, you can do what you want. I'll make what you want. But this, based on my experience, this may not be the result that you are looking for. Once he showed me that Moonlight stone, I was like, that's it. That's what I want. It was so beautiful. I was like, it's like a clear with some AB flash to it. It's really beautiful. And I was like, that's going to look gorgeous. I can still wear the circlet if I want to. I think it'll be close enough that we'll still match. And it was going to look beautiful with the Peridot AB. So I was like, you know what? That's the one. Crisis over. And he was like, he wasn't even fazed by it. He was just like, it's all right. I'm sure if he works with drag performers all the time, he knows we're a dramatic bunch. So he took it in stride, very collaborative. That's what I really want to like get across with this, is he really wanted to make sure that I was getting the piece of jewelry that I wanted. Is that at the end of the day, like, he might have his preferences or his design style, but he was like, what is it your dream? Like, I can help you make your dream better, maybe. Like, there might be things that I can tell you that would help refine it and make it a little bit more sophisticated, but at the end of the day, I want you to have a piece of jewelry that you love. And that's where we got to. So then, once we had decided on the stones, he went back and got to work. Now, he did send me some behind-the-scenes videos that I'm going to include of him working through the process of actually making the jewelry. So we're going to go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
I've been working on myself. I really try my best to change, but sometimes in a love fade, right? Maybe we should stay in bed, pretend that everything's the same, just a little play pretend, right? But baby, we're changing, we can't really help it. We might just enjoy it now. We said forever, forever means nothing if we don't give it all we got. We can cry when it's over. 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 Really had a good run though, but maybe you would prove me love. We will travel different roads from now. We said forever, forever means nothing if we don't give it all we got. We can cry when it's over. We can cry when it's over. We can cry when it's over. my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young forever. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be. Where did it begin? Where did it end? Hanging on loose strings, unable to bend. I never listened, trying to prove it, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
All right, so once he finished up the jewelry, then he came back and he said, here are some pictures. Let me know what you think of this. And he showed me some pictures of the items, and they were gorgeous. That moonlight was a perfect complement to the Peridot AB. They looked beautiful together. So at some point in the process, as I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? It would be fun to have like a full set. So then I messaged him and I said, how much would it be to add a ring onto this? Because I think I might get a ring. And he was like, you know, for you, I think the price might be free. And that was very sweet. So the rings in this collection, and notice I said rings, are gifted. Because then when he came to show me the CAD drawings, he was like, you know what? There's 2 different stone colors. Obviously, we should have 2 different rings. And he did provide me with 2 rings that were gifted as part of this set. So I do really appreciate that. It's been great service. We've had a fun little like interaction and partnership. I've been having so much fun unboxing the mystery boxes. I didn't pay for the rings, but I paid for the necklace and the earrings. So then he went off and he was working, doing all that stuff that we saw in the video. And so a little while later, then he contacted me and he said, okay, I've got final pictures. Here are the pictures of your items. And once I saw that Peridot AB with the moonlight, perfection. It was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely a fantastic combination. And so I was like, oh, this is exactly what I needed. And so then once it was done and he made sure that everything looked the way that I wanted it to, that everything was right, that nothing needed to be switched out or switched around or anything, I said, yep, everything is good to go. I paid the second half and then he shipped it to me. And now the jewels are in my hands. And actually the jewels have been in my hands for a little while. I've already worn them to a show, so I'll include pictures a little bit later where I wore them to the show with the dress that I had picked out, and you can see those in action. But first, let's look at the actual jewels. So just like the other products that I've gotten from the Sunken Treasures collection, from the other order that I did, they all come beautifully boxed. They've got his logo and seal on here, and everything was packed up very beautifully. They are wrapped in this sort of felt fabric, And so I'm going to show you piece by piece all of the things that came in this custom order. So first we have this beautiful star ring, and this has the Peridot AB stones. And so this, you can see, it's got a beautiful star shape, and it also looks a little bit floral. So I was thinking that I liked stars. That was kind of my main motif. And I thought if stars weren't a possibility, I wouldn't mind florals. And I kind of like that this sort of combines both of them. There's something about this that also looks a little bit like a flower. So this is the first ring that was gifted. Now the second ring has that beautiful moonlight stone. And this is made with one of the Navette stones, or a marquise stone. And this is really beautiful. It's on the silver mirror. And this, it really kind of blends in, but it has that AB flash. And so this is kind of the other shape that's really prominent on the necklace and on the earrings. So obviously both beautiful, beautiful colors, but how do they look together? I'm gonna show you. So here are the earrings. So you can see we've got that moonlight stone at the top and in the little hanging pendants off of the earring. And then in the center, we've got this star with the beautiful Peridot AB. And these really are a lovely complement. The AB in both of these two have very similar kinds of flashes, and it really works together to create a really beautiful, harmonious piece that's got some interesting flashes of color. It kind of changes from top to bottom. Gorgeous. And yes, there's two of them. That's how earrings work. And now we've got the necklace. I am so excited to show you this. It's so beautiful. Let me grab it out of the box. So here she is, the star of the Peridot Isles. So he did give this whole set a name, and this is the star of the Peridot Isles. So everything has his like mythology and his lore built around it. So I love that this is now part of that world. And you can see we've got, here is the center with the green, the Peridot AB, and then the stones hanging down are also that same color. And then we've got an alternating, a large Navette in the moonlight, and then a smaller one in Peridot, and then we continue up and around. So, so beautiful. I love the way that this came out. So if there's one tiny little complaint that I have, and this is something that I didn't even notice in any of the review process, in the CAD drawings, in the finished product photos, the only thing that I would change, and I can change this myself because I do a little bit of monkeying with jewelry and things, is that the lobster claw is actually right on one link connected directly to this piece of acrylic. The one thing that I would do is put a couple extra links, because it's kind of hard to get my big old man hands on here and get the lobster claw. It's a nice big size, so that's good because I have big fingers, and when I wear nails, I'm kind of useless. And so getting it to open and then connect, especially when I'm trying to reach behind my head, that's a little bit difficult. I would have liked like 2 or 3 links here, but again, that's something I didn't even see in the review process. I didn't think to bring up. And so, you know, that's something, if I order a custom piece again, then I know to look for that and just be like, hey, can you throw a couple extra links? The chain is beautiful. There's a beautiful stone on the end. So I love a dangle. If you've seen any of my jewelry that I make, I always put some sort of dangle at the end of the extender chain. So I love that. I think it's elegant to have a little diamond or something just dripping down your back. And so I love this. That's the only, if I had one tiny little complaint, it's that I want a couple of rings there, but otherwise this is perfection. And I'm gonna go ahead and we'll show you some pictures of me wearing this at the show in that dress that I showed earlier that I had ordered from Romans, because I'm an old Midwestern white lady now, and I loved it when I saw that. By the way, this is aside from the jewelry, but that dress, when I saw it, I was like, is this Art Deco beautiful, like, elegance, or is it like the worst of Mother of the Bride? And the more I looked at it, the more I was like, it's kind of both, and I think I love it because it's like half and half. It's like half Art Deco beautiful and half Mother of the Bride. And I was like, it's unhinged and beautiful in the best way. So I'm going to show you some pictures of me wearing this at the show. And I'm going to go slip into something a little bit different. I'm going to slip into another dress and I'm going to put all of the jewelry on so that you can see it.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day.
The star of the Peridot Isles. Here she is. So this is the full set. This is another dress. This is not the dress that I ordered to wear it with. This is a dress that I absolutely would wear it with. You can see we've got the earrings. We've got our rings. This is gorgeous. I love the way that this turned out. This is absolutely beautiful. I have been loving my Crystal Smyth jewelry. All of the stuff from the mystery boxes has been fantastic. But of course, with the mystery boxes, sometimes you get a little piece here, a little piece there. And so I love a good set. I love a good matching set. And I think that's a smart idea to do when you do the mystery boxes, is that, you know what, if they order different colors to try different things, then they're maybe more likely to order some pieces that they can put into the same mirror color and stone color, because now I have this beautiful set. So these three right here are all removable. So if I want to take those off and just wear it with the star, or if I want to go really over the top, I can add this brooch from the mystery box and have an even bigger, more impactful necklace. So if I had a really high neckline that this would sit all on top of, then I could have this and it would hang down. Or if I'm wearing it like this, I could use this as a hair clip. I could add this as a brooch if I wanted to really be decked out. So I love that I have all of these pieces that work together, and I'm so excited for how this turned out. Such a beautiful set. And I really do recommend working with the Crystal Smyth. All of his pieces are so well made, they are so meticulous, and what really makes it worth it to me was just the level of the service that you get ordering from him. I am so indecisive. His website puts me into a spiral every time, because when I'm trying to pick out stuff for the mystery boxes and stuff, you get to pick your mirror color and your stone color, and I'm like, oh God, and I like start going, and he's got this color switcher so you can actually see the stone colors together, and I just fall down the rabbit hole for a couple of hours, because I'm like, what does this stone look like with this mirror? What if it was this mirror? Oh, I like that mirror. What does that look like with this stone color? And I just like go crazy, and then I'm like, what did I order? What am I even doing? Like, what day is it? I don't know. What even is time? I don't know. And so I love that there's all of these choices, but because he has so much experience with combining them and working them together, he can really give you great recommendations of, these are things that are going to look good together. These are things that are going to match with this outfit. If you send him a picture of the outfit, this moonlight is absolutely the best choice. Of all the stones that I looked at, all of the little videos and previews that he sent me, this is the stone that looks best with that dress that I ordered. And I ordered it specifically to wear with this set when it came. So it really is a level of customer service that I think is exemplary. I mean, I've always had good experiences on his website. And, you know, like I've said, I've chatted with him on Instagram, and we've talked back and forth about jewelry and all kinds of things. But just even like the first time I placed an order ever, it was such a good experience. And, you know, reaching out and asking a couple questions about the mystery boxes and things, I just know that the level of customer service is so fantastic. And now that I've done a custom order and I know how simple and easy it is and how interactive the process it is, I really, really do recommend it. So this is the Star of the Peridot Isles. This is the custom set that I ordered from the Crystal Smyth. Let me know down below in the comments. What do you think? What do you think about this set? Did I make good choices? Was this the right stone color to go with? Is there somebody out there that's like shaking their fist that I should have done vitriol light? Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to have conversations down in the comments. While you are down there, don't forget to give me that thumbs up to tell me that you appreciated this video. Or if you are like, girl, why are you on here showing us jewelry? You are glam, geek, and gore, and we want geek and gore, but we're tired of this much glam. It's been too much. This is too much glam. I can't take it. Go ahead and give me that thumbs down. It is all engagement. The algorithm isn't a picky bitch, and neither am I. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified every time I do an upload or a live. I work really hard to make sure that you have at least one video or live per week. And sometimes, if you're lucky, if you're very lucky, you might even get a bonus video. Ooh, Peridot Isles-orific. If you'd like to chat, banter, or commiserate between uploads, all of my social media will be linked down in the description box below, including a link to my website, The World of Champagne, at JanessaJaye.com. I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you to the Crystal Smyth for creating this beautiful, beautiful set for me. This is definitely going to show up in a lot of shows. I am coming up on my 25th anniversary as a drag performer, and so we're going to be bringing out the big jewels. We're going to be bringing out all kinds of gorgeous looks. I'm very excited, and so this is definitely going to fit right into that whole thing. I am loving it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed looking at my jewelry. If you want more jewelry content, let me know that down in the comments below. We could do a little tour of my drag jewel collection. You know, we could do some things. But I should get going. We have more videos to film, so until I see you again, bye. Well, then don't sit down yet, because you're going to be part of the intro.
Fuck that shit.
Now just kind of like come over here and just slowly lurk into frame.
Okay.
And then like do a weird little giggle or something.
I don't know when I'll be in front. Oh, when I'm in your face.
All right, that's it. Because there are some people, because we haven't filmed for so long, there's some people who don't know who Angie is. So
oh yeah,
I thought we should reintroduce you.
Yes, who's back? Back again. Angie's back. If you prepared me more, could have done it awkward, like a surprise. Or it's too bad we don't have enough room. I could have emerged from the top of your hair.
Well, I know, and that's like the last, because the last time we did that, when we were in the old office, you like lurked up behind me. Now this has a stone that's called light. What is it called? Light. Oh fuck! What is it called? Light. Peridot. Violet AB. God damn it! It's not light anything.
Yeah, jewelry.
Piece of stone.
Pretty jewelry, please.
Based on this piece that you showed me. And so then we were going. Go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
That would be cool. I'm anxious to see that.
And I thought if stars weren't...
Sorry.
I could... If you'd like to chat, banter... Or, no, I just did that. And it's hard not to say because on lives, obviously nothing pops up. So when I do my outro on lives, I always go, including my website, just pretend it's there. And then... But no, I almost said it while I was recording. It's time to go. Nope.
It's time to go.
It's time to go.
Goodbye. Farewell.